Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today, we've got FedEx operations. FedEx 1988 Heavy in the TFDI MD11. We will be doing a flight from Memphis, Tennessee to Chicago O'Hare International Airport. And without further ado, let's get going here. We have our MD11 waiting for us to fire up. First step is to get some power. Internal power. Batteries on. Arm the emergency power. Turn on our irises. Pull down and give us some lights. Arm the emergency lights. I'm going to go ahead and put the no smoking on and the seatbelts to auto. Nav on to let the ground crew know there's power. And that takes care of the brief checklist of the top panel. Let's add some lights down here. And with that, we are more or less good there. I'll go to our EFB, import our information from SimBrief. As you can see, Memphis to O'Hare, estimated 1 hour and 52 minutes in the air. We're going to be bringing along with us today for some reason it doesn't look like it's adding up here, but we're going to be bringing along with us today about 129,000 pounds or so of cargo. Import the flight plan to the FMC. Set the payload and fuel, and we'll get the ground crew
boarding requested.
Working on boarding. Open the doors from there. After that, we can come over to the FMC and initialize everything here. Today, our alternate will be Indianapolis. FedEx 1988 is our call sign. Cruise will be 360 today. And our cost index, I'm looking at my flight plan here, I believe is 90. It is. Initialize the position. We can also do our wind calculations.
Do you want to board crew?
Sure, we'll load the crew just in case. We'll uncage our standby instrument. And we'll calculate our winds. 72. 15 plus 12. It's warm today. Our temperature is going to be minus 45. one day I'll go through a tutorial and let you know how I can come up with that. And I'm going through getting this off of our SimBrief flight plan for the average ISA and the wind correction. Wind correction is only, oh, did that wrong. Wind correction is a tailwind of 2. The optimum flight level will fill in as we go further on here. Got our fuel. Input our center of gravity, all auto populates. Our final reserve fuel 9.4. Next page, fuel dipstick doesn't really matter. So that's all initialized. Now we can put in our sit-in star information.
Crew boarding starting. Your crew has boarded.
Today out of Memphis we will be on the Jetty 5. With a 48, if I'm saying that wrong, 48 transition. We're gonna pretend they're gonna give us 18 center for now. Insert that. Always change it later if we need to. We're flying this flight on Vatsim, and at the moment I believe we have air traffic control here in Memphis. We'll check in with them shortly. Going into O'Hare. We're on the Turtle 6. And the bits transition. And we're looking for 10 center. No transition, we'll just look for the final for that. Check real quickly for any major discontinuities, which there is not. Perfect. Set our altimeter. I'm gonna go ahead and set that to takeoff now. And we are good to get into our climb forecasts and performance settings. Quickly input the climb forecast. Once again, I'm getting all this off of SimBrief. See if I can give you some idea what I'm looking at here. So at 350-267-27. $310. 28328. 718. At 10,000, 346.14. All right, and the current temperature in Memphis going to be 27 degrees. Nice and warm still, same as it was the other day when we flew in. Insert that, back to perf. Now we can do the exact same thing. Oh, and I missed it. With the descent forecast. 350. 8749. $296.41. $200. 323. At 10,000, 268.15. And in O'Hare, the temperature is 24. Awesome, that is input. Now we can plan on flaps 15. Outside air temperature, what did I say, it was 27 Celsius. The rest of the calculations we can get from our EFB. We'll grab the parking brake so we can remove the wheel chocks. I go up here and start the APU. Come back and turn the ground power off. Go to the performance calculator and 18C. The weather, takeoff information specific. We always do flaps 15 on departure. We get a V1 of 133, rotate speed of 145, and a V2 of 160, flex temperature of 159. Slope of 18C is 0.6. Tailwind of 1 and 27, and the flex of 59. If I can get this to cooperate in center for me. 0.6 / 1 27, and the flex I said was 59. Confirm our V speeds and lock them in. Thrust limit we don't have to worry about because that's taken care of with the flex number, and we're not going to make any changes. So with that, our FMS is all set up. The only thing we need to do, and we didn't do, was our stabilizer, and it's saying 4.9, which seems awful high to me. I'm probably gonna have to lower that a little bit. I'm gonna stay with 4.5 just because I find it's a little aggressive with the trim on takeoff. Okay, with that we can confirm that Memphis is on, and they are. It looks like Approach is the only thing that is on at the moment. It is Memphis Approach 125.8. Now we got our PDC, so we should be able to start pretty quickly. PDC, they gave us a squawk of 1517. Turn that on. Turn our traffic display on how we like it. Our initial climb was only 5,000. We can temporarily lock that in. And turn the APU bleed on. Turn the ignition on. Get our beacon on because we'll be pushing back shortly. Auxiliary hydraulics on. Disconnect the GPU. And that'll do it for our EFB. Make sure my ACARS is running, and it is.
Southwest 1202, taxi to the gate via Sierra Echo Juliet, cross runway 18 center at Echo, remain at frequency.
Taxi to the gate by Sierra Echo Juliet and cross the runway, if you could repeat the runway please, via Echo Southwest 1202.
Yeah, you're cleared to cross runway 18 center at Echo.
18 center at Echo, thank you, Southwest 1202.
Memphis Approach, FedEx 1988 Heavy, ready for push and start.
FedEx 1988 Heavy, push and start at your discretion. Call for taxi, expect runway 18 center.
We'll expect 18 center, call for taxi, FedEx 1988 Heavy.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
And Memphis, American 3625 with Juliet, ready to taxi.
American 3625, taxi to runway 18 center via Juliet, Lima, Charlie, Charlie 7.
18 center via Juliet, Lima, Charlie, Charlie 7, American 3625. Good evening, Memphis Approach, November 843 Tango Charlie is 6 miles from Hobrick at 22,000 feet.
November 843 Tango Charlie, Memphis Approach, good evening. The Memphis altimeter
Going
300
nose to the left.
Continue descending via the Holbrook arrival. Expect runway 18 right.
Commencing push.
Alright, 03 in the box. We'll continue descending Hobrick 3 and we'll expect 18 right, November 843 Tango Charlie.
Our engines here. Wait for it to get up to 15% on the N2. Fuel on. We start the MD11 here in a 3-1-2 pattern for the engines. Make sure there's nobody behind us. Got a half decent Memphis scenery, and there's other traffic online now, so with the stream you'll see maybe a little bit of frame per second hit,
Please set
but
parking
hopefully
brake.
it won't be too bad. It'll be fine once we get in the air.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Right now I'm dealing with a somewhat limited PC setup here, especially for streaming. We're only got a 1060 3 gig CPU, so not exactly the latest greatest, but it gets the job done most of the time. See how these streams go, and with any luck we'll be able to upgrade some components or build a new PC sooner than later.
Southwest 2918, turn right heading 090, descend and maintain 3000.
090 down to 3000, Southwest 2918.
Felt like I was forgetting something, and I just realized it was the dial flap here. Forgot to set the dial flap to 15. While we're waiting for the engines. We're on the last engine here now. Set this to the configuration page, and we will check our
cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
check our flight controls.
Unlocking gear.
As GSX is doing its thing and disconnecting.
Southwest 2918, continue that right turn heading 150.
150, Southwest 2918.
Everything seemed to test good there. I obviously went through a very brief sort of checklist. We don't have failures or anything on, so I didn't bother testing any of the
Southwest 2918,
engine
Memphis
fire
Airport's gonna
systems
be at
or
your
anything
1 to
like
2
that.
o'clock and 15 miles.
There's
Report to
just
field
not
inside.
much point when there's no failures on.
All right, Southwest 2918, cleared visual approach, runway 18 left.
Bypass
So visual 18 left, Southwest 2918.
Left is clear, right is clear.
There goes our tug. Oval lights on, taxi lights on. Wait for the go ahead here, and we'll be on our way shortly. If you see here, I'll zoom in a little closer so you can see it a little bit better. We're going to be taxiing likely Victor Sierra Romeo to runway 36 center. Memphis Approach, FedEx 1988 Heavy, ready to taxi.
FedEx 1988 Heavy, taxi to runway 18 center via Sierra Bravo, cross runway 9er at Sierra.
Runway 36 center via Sierra and Bravo, sorry, did you say? Crossing 9er at Sierra.
FedEx 1988, readback is correct. Southwest 2918, wind 080 at 8, runway 18 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 18 left, Southwest 2918.
Sorry, approach FedEx 1988. Are we just confirming, are we planning 3-6 center or 1-8 center?
1-8 center.
1-8 center, okay, that makes more sense now. 1-8 center, roger, via Sierra and Bravo, FedEx 1988. Knew they would change it up on us. Happens sometimes. Oh, look at that. 1-8 center is in there. Interesting. Maybe I'm imagining things. I don't know. It's the beauty of it. Go. Could have sworn we were planning on a 3-6 center. But apparently not. Either way, we'll take it. It doesn't make much difference in the day to me. Once again, for those joining us, we are flying live on Vatsim right now. So all the other traffic and ATC here on here are actual people doing a FedEx Virtual Airlines flight. Member of FedEx Virtual. Do most of my flying with FedEx Virtual. And
Southwest 2918, taxi to your gate via Echo Juliet, cross runway 18 center at Echo, remain this frequency.
Yeah, via Echo Juliet, we'll cross 18 center at Echo on this frequency, Southwest 2918.
November 843 Tango Charlie, turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 3000.
Right turn 100 down to 3000, November 843 Tango Charlie.
And Memphis, American 3625, holding short 18 center.
American 3625, wind 080 at 8. RNAV to Cheeto, runway 18 center, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Cheeto, 18 center, clear for takeoff, 3625.
843 Tango Charlie, continue that right turn heading 150.
Over to 150, November 843 Tango Charlie.
Eight 4-3 Tango Charlie, Memphis Airport's going to be at your 1 to 2 o'clock, 12 miles. Report the field in sight.
We've got the field in sight, 3 Tango Charlie.
All right, 843 Tango Charlie, cleared visual approach, runway 18 right.
Clear for the visual, 18 right, November 843 Tango Charlie, appreciate it.
American 3625, Memphis departure, your radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
Up to 16,000, American 3625.
November 843 Tango Charlie, wind 080 at 8, runway 18 right, clear to land.
18 right, clear to land, 843 Tango Charlie.
Sorry about that. I had a couple of difficulties there.
American 3625, radar contact lost.
Memphis Approach, FedEx 1988 Heavy. Just gonna need to stand by here. 1 minute run checklist.
FedEx 1988 Heavy, let me know when you are ready to go.
Memphis Approach, good evening, FedEx 459 Heavy, review, passing now, 12000.
FedEx 459 Heavy, Memphis Approach, good evening. The Memphis altimeter, tree 003. Expect the visual approach runway 18 left.
FedEx 459 Heavy, expect the visual approach runway 18 left.
FedEx 459 Heavy, turn right heading 250, descend and maintain 5000.
FedEx 459, turn right heading 250, descend and maintain 5000.
Eight 4-3 Tango Charlie, where are you parking tonight?
We'll be heading up there to Signature, 3 Tango Charlie.
All right, 843 Tango Charlie, taxi to Signature via Mike November, and remain this frequency. Have a good night.
All right, Mike November to Signature. Appreciate the help tonight, November 843 Tango Charlie. We'll see you here shortly.
All right, see you.
Memphis Approach, FedEx 1988 Heavy. We're ready to go now. Sorry about that.
FedEx 1988 Heavy, wind 080 at 8. RNAV to Cheeto, runway 18 center, cleared for takeoff.
Arnaud to Cheeto, runway 18 center, clear for takeoff. FedEx 1988 Heavy.
FedEx 459 Heavy, descend and maintain 3000.
FedEx 459, descend and maintain 3000.
SB1. Rotate. Pause the rate. Gear up. Flaps up.
Stabilizer motion.
Autopilot. Wow. Autopilot's being aggressive. That's gnarly climb rate. Weird to me that it does that sometimes.
FedEx 1988 Heavy, Memphis departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
Up to 16,000, FedEx 1988 Heavy.
FedEx 459 Heavy, the Memphis airport's going to be at your 10 o'clock in about 18 miles. Report the field in sight.
X459, we report the field inside X4.
Sorry for the delay there. Always right when you're about to take off, something comes up. Had to deal with some technical issues there, but we're all good now. I've adjusted my mic volumes here. It'll be a little bit quieter. Everyone else in the house has already gone to bed, so
FedEx
hopefully I'm
459
not
Heavy, cleared
too quiet
visual
for you.
approach, runway 18 left.
Clear visual approach, runway 18 left, FedEx 459.
$10,000.
FedEx 459 Heavy, wind 080 at 8, runway 18 left, clear to land.
There's Memphis Airport. We just took off from.
FedEx 1988, you're leaving my airspace. Memphis Center is closed. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
Yeah, over to the dark side. FedEx 1988 Heavy. Thanks for coming. See ya.
See ya.
that, we can raise our climb to 360. Unfortunately, no center online anymore, but we'll see if there's any when we get up north there towards Chicago. There's 18,000 feet. Standard altimeter. We'll go back and give you a look outside. Here's our lovely MD11. Talking the Panda livery today. Bright lights in Memphis in the background. A great shot.
Good evening, Memphis Approach, November 843 Tango Charlie on the ground here at Signature, ready for taxi.
November 843 Tango Charlie, Memphis Approach. Good evening. Taxi to runway 18 right via November Mike Niner.
Tango Charlie, would you repeat all that one more time for us? You cut out for us. I think we had some latency issues.
Okay, yeah, 843 Tango Charlie, taxi to runway 18 right via November Mike Niner.
All right, over to 18 right via November Mike Niner for November 843 Tango Charlie, thanks.
FedEx 459 taxi to the FedEx ramp via Sierra, cross runway Niner at Sierra, remain this frequency.
FedEx 459 Heavy, taxi to FedEx ramp via Sierra, cross runway 9.
Zoom out here and show you where we're at. Click off and get the departure. Just about at the transition from the departure. And it's just going to be a short shot up here to the 4-style 4 tack, showing our arrival for Chicago.
Memphis Approach, good evening. Honda Jet November 12 Echo. Out of flight level 244, descending via the +418 right transition. The information Juliet and request.
Honda Jet 12 Echo, Memphis Approach, good evening. The Memphis altimeter 3002. Did you say that you wanted 18 right?
Actually, I have an approach request for 12 Echo. If possible, we'd like to do ILS 9 low approach, and then practice another low approach to 18 left on the ILS, and full stop 18 right for 12 Echo if possible.
12 Echo cannot do runway 9er at this time.
Roger. Then we'll do, if possible, we'll do the low approach 18 left, and then expect this back around for full stop 18 right. 12 Echo.
12 Echo, on that low approach for 18 left, did you want the ILS?
Hey, from ILS for both the left and right side, if possible. 12 Echo.
Okay, 12 Echo, you can expect that.
Tango, number 12.
Just a quick flight here tonight. Sorry, I'm not saying a whole lot. It's getting late here and I'm getting tired. $40 minutes or so to go.
Memphis Approach, November 843 Tango Charlie is holding short at 18 right, Mike 9. We just need 1 second before we're ready to go here.
843 Tango Charlie, Roger, just let me know when you're ready.
Leave you with some views here. Done many flights, and having these wing visuals, especially on a clear night like tonight, never gets old.
Alright, Memphis Approach, number 843 Tango Charlie, we're ready to go.
843 Tango Charlie, wind 110 at 7, RNAV to Cheeto, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to Cheeto, 18 right, clear for takeoff, 3 Tango Charlie, appreciate it.
Honda Jet 12 Echo, turn right heading 260, descend and maintain 5,000.
Right 260 down to 5,000. Honda Jet 12 Echo.
November 843 Tango Charlie, Memphis departure, your radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
Up to 16,000, November 843 Tango Charlie.
At the map here of Atlanta, the Vatsim traffic in the background. It appears we have no coverage in St. Louis, but looks like center approach and tower in Chicago. Should be good. They stay on until we get there.
November 843 Tango Charlie, you're leaving Meyer Space. Memphis Center is closed. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a great night.
Over to 22-8, appreciate the haul tonight. November 843 Tango Charlie, see you later.
See you.
See you!
Honda Jet 12 Echo, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend maintain 3000, Honda Jet 12 Echo.
Honda Jet 12 Echo, turn left heading 210, intercept the 18 left localizer.
Left 210, intercept 18 left localizer. 12 Echo.
Honda Jet 12 Echo, you're 5 miles from Reese. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 18 left approach.
Maintain 3000 to establish the 18 left. Clear for low approach, 18 left. Honda Jet 12 Echo.
Honda Jet 12 Echo, wind 110 at 7. On the go, fly heading 210, climb and maintain 4000. Cleared low approach.
Clear, low approach, 18 left, and on the go, on the heading 210, climb and maintain 4,000. On the jet 12 please.
This flight's going by pretty quickly here tonight. Especially with a bunch of stuff going on. Waiting until late at night to get a stream going, so the kids are in bed and constantly get interrupted by the kids still, so we're fine. Check in on our top of descent here. Top of descent in about 15 minutes or so. Probably right around the same time we end up checking in with Chicago Center.
American 3518, we're cleared to push on the deck doing November, face north, expect runway 18 right.
And Memphis departure, Honda Jet 12 Echo, 2.9, 4,000, 210 heading.
Honda Jet 12 Echo, Memphis departure, your radar contact, continue your climb to 4,000 and your present heading.
We'll stay on 210 up to 4,000, Honda Jet 12 Echo.
Honda Jet 12 Echo, turn right heading 30.
Right 300, Honda Jet 12 Echo.
Honda Jet 12 Echo, turn right heading 360.
Right 360, Honda Jet 12 Echo.
Memphis Approach, do you know what runway we were to expect? Memphis Approach radio check.
Memphis Approach, you're coming in for a stretch.
Copy, I'll contact you when I'm closer.
Actually, I'm closing in about 5 minutes, so just remain on Unicom.
Copy, back over to Unicom, good night.
Whiskey 31, closing in just a few minutes, change to Unicom frequency. American 3518, taxi to runway 18 right via November Mike 9. Jet 12 Echo, turn right heading 100, vector for the approach, I'm going to maintain 3000.
Right, 100, down 3000, Honda Jet 12. And approach Honda Jet 12, can I get the heading one more time?
Heading 100.
100, copy, down 3000.
Honda Jet 12 Echo, turn right heading 150, intercept the 18 right localizer.
Right, 150, intercept localizer, 18 right. Honda Jet 12.
Honda Jet 12 Echo, you're 5 miles from rail. Maintain the 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 18 right approach.
Maintain 3000 to establish, clear for the ILS 18 right approach. Honda Jet 12.
American 3518, wind 110 at 7, RNAV to ribs, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff. Honda Jet 12 Echo, wind 110 at 7, runway 18 right, clear for land.
Clear lane, 18 right, Honda Jet 12.
Attention all your craft, Memphis approach is closing for the evening. Everyone have a great night. See you next time.
Thanks for your service tonight. See you.
Adios.
Just as I expected, the Chicago logged off before I got there. Away it goes. Nearing top of descent here now. Gonna bring ourselves down to 11,000 and from 30? I don't know how to say that. We're gonna vector ourselves to land on 10 center. All looking good, other than the fact that the ATC is gone. But this time of night, that's the way it goes. I should be on. Just about top of descent now. About 20 miles. Don't even see any other traffic online right now. Not much in the area. Bring up Atlanta here and see what they say. Yeah, not much. Helicopters, other aircraft, but that's about it. top of descent. Starting our descent from 360 down to 11,000. Peoria, Illinois. And it was set. One thing I like about night flights, the nighttime scenery of the cities. Pretty amazing. Go ahead and get our arrival checklist kind of complete here. We already looked at the chart for the ER. Plan a flaps 35 landing today. I feel like there's something still not quite right with the physics of flaps 50. I think the drag is a little high. Last flight out from Miami to Memphis, landing with flaps 50, almost full throttle, and we were still not picking up speed. So I still think there's something not quite right there. I haven't checked in a week or so to see if there's an update. There might be an update for the MD11 here that I just haven't stayed up to date with. If not, I imagine there'll be one soon. Last one was, I think, 2 weeks ago. So flaps 35 landing, approach speed of 155, threshold of 150. Not too bad for an MD11. Gonna go with auto brake medium. Down we go through clear clouds here in Chicago. Once again, sorry I'm so quiet, but it is late and I'm getting tired. Tonight's flight is just a short flight. Now we're down through 18,000 and reset our altimeter. Look up CTAV for Chicago. It's 120.750. Tune that in. And what happened there? Guessing. And Unicom on COM 1, just in case somebody else is in the area and not on CTAF. And we will see the rest of the way on CTAF. The bright lights of the Windy City. Res 4,000. It's the intercept we're gonna grab. We get up to High Harry. I don't know what that waypoint is. We'll vector right to Ruda. And descend at 4,000. Have to join me on the weekends when my streams can be a little bit more lively, when it's not the middle of the night. A little bit tough to try and do it live when you have to be quiet because everybody else is sleeping. Chicago traffic, FedEx 1988 heavy approaching Prairie, descending through 11,000, expecting ILS runway 10 center. Chicago traffic. We'll go direct to Peruta now. Send down to 4,000. Intercept the localizer for 10 center. Now, since we're through 10,000, give ourselves some landing lights. We've already confirmed our speeds. .155 on the approach speed. Flaps 35, landing again. No ATIS to check in on. So I'm gonna bring up the weather here on Navgraph for O'Hare. Make sure this is the latest. It is. Dew clouds down to 8,000. About where we're at now. 24 degrees Celsius. The slats out here seem to be coming in a little hotter than expected. Once we get in there, I'll zoom in here and we'll go. We're on 10 center, so we're probably just gonna go off in here in FedEx ramp. Won't bother taxiing all the way back here like I normally do. We'll get in here to the FedEx ramp.
traffic, Beaver 2038 is taking off. It's taking off 28 right, O'Hare traffic.
O'Hare traffic. FedEx 1988 heavy. Out to turn final. ILS runway 10 center. 4,000. 10 miles out. O'Hare traffic. Route flaps 15. There's the localizer. Will we get the glide slope? We did. Excellent. Now we can get with the gear.
O'Hare traffic, Beaver 2038 is turning right toward Rainier. O'Hare traffic.
Stabilizer motion.
O'Hare traffic, Beaver 2038, now turning right toward Birchman. O'Hare traffic, and we are 3,000 climbing to level 380. Traffic 35.
Final flaps. Arm the spoilers. O'Hare traffic, FedEx 1988 heavy, 5 mile final inbound to land, ILS runway 10 center. O'Hare. Get rid of the overlay here for the arrival. Should be okay as long as the frames stay with us. That beautiful approach. A little bit breezy. I'm getting crabbing a little bit. Chicago O'Hare traffic. FedEx 1988 heavy short final. ILS runway 10 center. O'Hare. Alrighty, our final approach here. Already had the minimums, everything set up.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Minimum.
Glide slope.
200.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
A little bit low, but not too bad.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Well, dropped to the last 10, but other than that, it's a nice landing. We'll get the landing rate here shortly. Here on Kilo. Clean up the aircraft. O'Hare traffic, FedEx 1988, heavy, clear of 10 center, taxiing to the FedEx ramp via Sierra 1. O'Hare traffic. APU started. If we can find a parking spot with GXX or not. No idea. Well, that's not the one we're looking for. Not the one we're looking for. I don't think we're gonna get one. It's all jetways, so they can't be. We're not gonna get one, we're just gonna have to make one. We don't have a proper GSX profile for O'Hare. Cut off the strobe lights. I don't think the lines are right here. This looks like a spot on our chart. There you go. We're off there a little bit. Oh well, we're here. We made it. APU's on. We can kill the engines. Kill the lights. And get some deboarding going on. I may have to restart. Some like that. Sometimes if you don't restart GSX, the doors won't and can't unload you. Back the GPU and the doors. That we get cut off. APU. Not gonna bother doing a complete shutdown here today. I'm not even gonna be able to unload anyways because they don't recognize this as a spot. I'll have to remember that for next time and get a GSX profile for O'Hare. In any case, once again, thanks for flying with me tonight. The weekends will be a little bit more lively when I can be a little bit louder. Great to have you along, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We're just getting started here, and it'll get better and better as we go every time. But let's see if we have our landing rate here. Our landing rate, I didn't. 547 feet per minute. It did not feel that hard. Oh well, is what it is. But once again, thanks for joining me on this flight from Memphis to O'Hare. Hope to see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll let you know next time we are going live. Thanks for flying with me. Have a good night, everyone.